I have 9 escrows and it's all from social media. Someone reached out to me. She was like, hey, I just lost my parents. That was my first listing. It was for like $750,000.
What was like the lead generation as a new agent?
I joined Remax and I got no leads. My business started taking off when I joined your mentorship.
Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of you, Hazel. Thank you so much for reaching out and again, connecting with me. This is amazing to get to connect with you today. I want you to give the audience a little bit of an introduction about yourself.
Well, first of all, we wouldn't have connected if it wasn't for social media.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, just to introduce myself, I'm Hazel Gakula. I am in the Hawaii market, to be specific, Oahu. I became a realtor about 2.5 years ago. So I just
Nice.
made 2 years in like December.
Congratulations on getting over the hump of 87% of all real estate agents quit after their first 2 years. So
I
congratulations
know.
on beating that.
It's so funny because like the people I went to school with for the real estate school, more than half of them quit. And the first year they kept reaching out like, hey, how are you getting all these deals? And I said,
Wow.
social media. And I gave them advice and they didn't take it, or they would just do like one video and then like they weren't consistent. And then
Gotcha.
again, like they see me closing more deals. They're like, how do you do it? I was like, oh, it's no secret. I told you what to do.
You-
Just consistently post and provide value. But still, yeah, I mean, it's not even the hardest thing to do. All you need is an iPhone.
I'm so proud of you, Hazel. Like, I'm literally, it makes my heart like go just to see you succeed. And I'm so happy to see you. You just mentioned you capped. So now you're at 100%
Oh
commission.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I joined EXP about 6 months ago,
Mhm.
and I got paid like 2 weeks ago, and I was wondering like, oh gosh, like how come I'm getting paid more? Did I cap out? And I had to ask EXP, did I cap out? Because
Hey.
I was so surprised because I didn't know it was gonna be that quick. Just in 6 months, I capped out. Now I get 100% commission, which I went to Compass, I went to Remax, and
Mhm.
I would be doing the same thing,
For
but not.
sure. What was your split at Remax? Let's talk about Remax first. Did you join a team there or something, or were you an individual there?
I went there solo first,
Okay.
and then I joined the team
Mhm.
because I was a new agent, and a lot of successful realtors were like saying, hey, if you want my advice is to join a team. So I joined a team, and my split at Remax, I think, was 70-30, and
Okay.
then I give half of it to my team leader.
What was like the lead generation as a new agent with that at Remax?
Nothing. When I joined Remax, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you leads. And I got no leads. And the funny thing is, like, I was just copying what other successful realtors were doing. For
Mhm.
example, Sean Bautista, he kept posting. So I started, you kept popping up in my feed, and you're all the way in Seattle, and I'm like on this small island, and you're in Seattle popping up on my feed. So I just copied what you did, and I got my first lead from social media, not
Wow.
from Remax, which is crazy. They said like, hey, join Remax, you're gonna get leads. No, nothing. And what's great about social media is that it's all inbound.
It is. You're
So
attracting the people.
yeah, I don't know if it's my dimples. Not just kidding. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's your charm. It's everything about you. Come on, Hazel.
because like when we look at Sean Bautista, he's dressed very nice hair, and I had to put myself out there even though I was so shy. Like I went to school for graphic design and photography, so I was always behind the camera, and
Okay.
getting in front of the camera, it was like the hardest thing for me.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So I share that same experience, but I want to go a little bit deeper on how did you get past that fear and past that shyness? Because I know what it feels like. And a lot of people just starting content and just getting started with content
Mhm.
have the same type of feeling. So give a piece of advice to the viewers on what you did to get past that.
Oh gosh. Like I started with 10-second videos on Instagram,
Okay.
and filming that 10-second, I was shy to talk in front of the camera. So what I was doing is, I was pointing, like
Mm-hmm.
5 ways to get a mortgage loan, or 5 ways to buy a property, and I'd point FHA loan, conventional loan, I
I
wouldn't
know.
talk because I was shy. So I started off just doing that, pointing. And it's crazy because I was a new agent. I barely knew anything. I was just following what other realtors were doing, and I would bookmark any cool content and remake it. Like I would just copy what they did and make it in my own way.
I love it.
It took me like 10 tries to shoot a 10-second video. And over time, it just got more comfortable. And it also built confidence because when I started talking in front of the camera, I was also reading scripts. So when I talk to
Ah,
clients in person, I kind of already know what to say. So
that's
it
so
makes me,
sweet.
yeah, it makes me feel confident and look like very well-known realtor,
Oh
even though I'm
yeah.
still brand new. But hey, practice makes perfect.
It does. It's all in the repetition, and I love
Hmm.
hearing that. You tried 10 times just to make a 10-second video or something like that you just said. You did it 10 times, but it's all in the repetition, which people don't put in the reps, right?
Exactly. And there was this, I forget what video it was, but it was like a mindset video. Do things that people aren't willing to do.
True.
Because the one percenters like me are
Mhm.
gonna like succeed much faster than someone who keeps going on their Instagram and thinking like, how the heck do they do it? Because it's not rocket science.
You just gotta jump in,
Do it.
right? You
Yeah.
just gotta do it. I know.
Exactly.
Well, that's so awesome. I'm happy to hear, and I'm glad that you're sharing this with people. It's not, oh, we only just make it one, we make one video, and then it's always, it's all of a sudden, it's like the right video that we want to put out. But you said, okay, let me create this. Takes me more than 10 try, or sometimes more than that to
Yeah.
get my video down. But now it's just like the more you do it, the better you get. It's like riding a bicycle. It's like doing anything in life.
Yeah, I had to like get over that mindset. Like, I kept overthinking. And
Got
it's
it.
so funny because there's this one video I spelled something wrong,
Hmm.
and I'm like feeling like, oh my gosh, I want to delete it. This is so embarrassing. And one of my friends, he's big on social media. I was like, what should I do? And he goes, stop overthinking and, just put it out there. And that one video got me a lead that was pre-approved for $900,000.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like the video that I least liked and that I felt like deleting got me a
Hmm.
lead that became pre-approved for 900K.
That's powerful. That is so powerful. And that just shows
Mhm.
you that your next post, whatever your post is, you're one post away from getting that $900,000 lead or
Uh-huh.
whatever the price point is. You're one post away, right?
I
But
like that saying. You're
we
one
don't
post
know
away,
that.
yeah. Because we don't know who's watching.
Don't
And
know.
so when I was on the team, they would make me cold call, door
Hmm.
knock, do open houses, send mailers. But with social media, you make one video and it's like you're door knocking on thousands of doors. I used to get
True.
so dark door knocking like 50 doors. Like my arms would turn purple. I would be putting sunscreen and everything because
It's
I
hot in
didn't know what.
Hawaii.
It's hot in Hawaii. It's not like Seattle where I can wear like a coat.
Yeah,
um,
we got a different problem here, the rain and cold.
yeah, and I'm already dark because I'm Filipino, but on social media, like I post one video, it started off with like 200 views, 500 views. Now I'm all the way up in 1,000 making one video that's like door knocking thousands of doors.
I love it. It's true, and it works for you like a machine 24/7.
It does. It does.
Right? It works while you're sleeping. You probably wake up to a DM and you're like, "Oh, wow, another lead." That's what happened. I see you closing
It's
deals left and right.
I
Let's
get
talk about
DMs
this.
every day.
Let's talk about your success and what it takes, because a lot of people struggle to get over that hump of that 2-year mark. But
Hmm.
what do you think, other than social media, what's one secret sauce that you could share with the people, with the viewers here, about how you're consistently closing day in, day out now?
Yeah, I mean, when you follow like other realtors, they're always posting the same thing, like just sold an escrow. For me, I shared my story. I got
Mm,
vulnerable. I shared pain, which I think like a lot of realtors, they don't like to share their pain or their losses, but I shared like a lot of personal things, and then people started connecting with me that way.
Oh, I love it.
So for example, like I lost my mom and I kept posting like me grieving. Someone reached out to me. She was like, hey, I just lost my parents and I need to sell this house. That was my first listing. My first ever transaction was a listing, and it's someone who would trust a new realtor to sell their property, like a huge investment, and it was
That's
for like $750,000.
your first listing.
My first ever sale, like, and it
First
was a
ever
listing.
sale.
Yeah, so
That's huge. That is so amazing. Here's what I believe in is that we're here to connect with people, and what you're sharing is that relationships matter more than anything. And so you built that relationship by being yourself, and someone connected with you. You two found a connection.
exactly. And just sharing your story. Like I started posting when I was studying for my test, and I would post up, okay, about to take my test, wish me luck. I would post up me doing showings when I actually wasn't doing showings. I'm just like, yeah, I'm checking out this property today. I didn't even have clients, but I just kept posting like me being busy, me being me. And I would post up me walking my dog, post up me with my family, and people start to relate like, oh, this girl Hazel, she loves her dog, she loves spending time with family, and she's also putting in the work. I would post up me making a purchase contract at 9 o'clock at night, and they see my grind, and people
Mhm.
respect that. But at the same time, like I post up some pain too, and I get vulnerable like, oh gosh, like I made an offer on this property, but I didn't get it accepted. But luckily, another property came up, which was everything my buyer ever wanted.
I love it. This is true authenticity. And that's what people
Yeah.
don't understand about social media is that, yes, you could put on a facade and here and there, but people will read through you. But when you, like you said, get vulnerable and you be yourself,
Mm-hmm.
there's nobody that can copy Hazel. There's nobody that could be the Hawaii, Oahu Hazel out there. Nobody, because you're being yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's that a lot of realtors will have a business page and then their private page, like their personal life. And I think that's a big mistake that a lot of realtors do. Whatever their personal Instagram or profile is, Facebook, I think they should just start implementing their career in it, not make a separate Instagram page or whatnot, because people want to know. Like, I would want to know who I'm working with. I don't want to just see just sold. I want to see who you really are. Can I vibe with you?
I love that. That's great advice from a true social media superstar. You really are. And I love following you. I love seeing all your updates and seeing your journey from the beginning to where you are now. It truly makes me happy. I love that you use social media. And
And
so,
it,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say, like, my business started taking off when I joined your mentorship, just like my first year in real estate. Like, you was showing me how to use CapCut, how to slide into people's DMs, and just providing free value and just doing home tours. Because at first, I would just post when I felt like it. But you really had like a schedule, a quota to meet, like, hey, I'm gonna post this much times a day or a week. Doing one home tour, that can turn into like 5 posts. And
True.
people think like when you do social media, it takes a lot of time. But no, really, you just leverage that one home tour or that one sale and just post multiple times in different ways about that journey.
True. Very true. You could do from getting to that property to when if it's pending and putting up your sold sign and just standing in front of the
Yeah,
sign or
standing
standing in
in
front of
front
the
of it.
house, talking about the home. You could have your client right in front with you, handing off the keys, shaking hands, giving hugs. I see those posts all the time. The sold post with the gift, giving your
Uh-huh.
clients gifts, you're giving back too. So it's like not just you, but it shows you giving back to the people.
Yep, exactly.
Let's see here. You said earlier you recently made the switch from Compass to EXP 6 months ago. Has that impacted your sales? Because a lot of people say if you're with EXP, you won't get the luxury listings or it's going to hurt your brand. Hazel, how can you elaborate on that since you've been at EXP now?
Yeah,
You've been at
I've
Compass.
I've heard that before, and it's crazy because I don't even like post up representing Compass or representing Remax or representing EXP. I don't even rep that. Like some people will wear like their brokerage hat. And I don't do that. I mean, it's cool, but people like my clients will fall in love with me. They don't really care what brokerage you're at because with Instagram, it already built your know, like, and trust to potential buyers or your future clients. But with EXP, it's not all about the brand. It's about building wealth for me long term wise. And the fact that I get to cap out, which means more money for me to give more back to my clients. And
True.
yeah, like it's not just, oh my gosh, I'm going to get more money when I cap out. Having that opportunity to give back even way more. And what I mean by that is I might have more money to hire an assistant. Now I can implement giving my clients a 1 year home warranty,
Wow.
which is like
Hey,
about
that's
$700.
a
But
lot.
yeah, but now I get to cap out, which means more money for me, but also more money to give back.
I love it. I love that energy. It's amazing. It's about giving back. It truly is
Yeah.
about giving back to the people that support you throughout this journey. And it could be up and down. It's not always straight up, right? It's not like
Yeah.
all like, oh my God, this is like the easiest thing. But posting content, yeah, and being consistent with that is easy. But it is an up and down business when you're first starting out, right? Like
Hmm.
I struggled in the beginning. I'll be honest. I wasn't the greatest in the beginning. I didn't
Yeah.
have the right mindset. But for you, did you have any difficulties, anything that you had to work past or go through in this first 2 years of being licensed agent?
What do you mean by that?
Like, have you had any like months where you haven't sold and then you're like,
Oh yeah.
have you had any struggles within your first 2 years of being an entrepreneur, basically?
Yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah.
some dry months, no escrows for a month or two. But another reason why I joined EXP is that we get the revenue shares. Every time I make a commission, 5% of that goes back into my stock share. So
Mm,
if there is ever a dry month and I need money, I can just pull out from my stock shares, just as a backup. And every time I make a commission, it automatically goes into my stock shares where like I don't even have to think of it. And it's crazy. Like one day I woke up, I was like, let me just see what this is all about. Like, how much money do I have there? And I'm like, whoa, that's more than I even thought. And I'm
right.
excited to check again because, it's just going to keep growing
It
and
just keeps
growing.
it keeps compounding, and most people don't realize that if you're building a habit in yourself by just paying yourself first, putting the money away,
Hmm.
and not even thinking about it. When you're not thinking about it, and then you look at it, and then you like you said, oh wow, look at this! Just over 6 months, look what you built. Now
Yeah. And
think about long term, right?
I didn't get that with Compass or Remax, but yeah, long term, that's my retirement or maybe my emergency funds if something were
For
to
sure.
happen. Yeah, being at
Sorry.
EXP is just so much like all of those benefits. I'm not even
Got
scared to be dry like a month or two because I know I have backup and I wouldn't have that backup funds like that piggy bank with any other brokerage. But that's why EXP, it was like a no brainer for me to join.
I love it. I'm so glad that you're at the company, helping the company grow. It truly is an amazing platform. They are for the agents. I did a recent post on Instagram about EXP paying back over 230 million in revenue share and equity benefits back to their agents last year. Name a company that's paid that out. I don't think any company has at all.
I can't think of any other company. But what's funny, Sean? I learned something new from you. You
What
said
did
if
you learn?
I become an icon, I get even more money back into my stock share. How much did you say?
Yeah. So now that you've capped and you do an additional 20 deals after capping, which I mean, you're already closing 5 this month, which is truly amazing.
Mhm.
By the way, I don't think you'll ever have a dry month with your work ethic and your like social media, everything. You're killing it. So I don't think you'll ever have to worry about that. Now, as far as being an icon, let's get back to that point is that You capped at EXP. Now you're at 100%. But once you cap and you do an additional 20 deals after capping, you'll get your cap back of $16,000 in company stock paid back to you.
That's crazy.
How much are you paying EXP now? You're not, because once you're an icon, you're now working for 100% plus commission, because that stock is going to go up higher because our company is going to keep growing and growing.
How fast did you get to become icon?
There's two ways of getting it, by the way. So you can get it by doing capping and doing additional 20 deals, or you do 10 transactions minimum, but with $500,000 in gross commission income in a year. We did it in like 7-8 months or something like that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my next goal to get
You
to.
could do that. I mean, you're going to get it this year.
I hope so. Because like last month, I told one of my colleagues, gosh, I have 9 escrows and it's all from social media. So 4 closed last month and
oh my God,
9. This month is going to be 5.
People need to learn from you, Hazel. They really do.
I mean, if your page is on private, you're leaving so much money on the table.
9 escrows.
And it's all inbound from social media. Like people sliding into my DMs asking me like, hey, can you help me buy my first property, or can you help me sell? Because I keep sharing my journey. And every time I have a sale, I'm going to share like my client's journey.
Oh, wow. I love this. Oh, my goodness. I'm so proud of you, Hazel. 9. Jeez. That's
more to come.
Oh, my gosh. People will be learning and they will be listening to this. And so I want them to know how to get a hold of you. What's the best way of getting a hold of Hazel?
You can follow me on Instagram at Hazel Gakula.
At Hazel Gakula. She will definitely help you. If she's doing 9 closings in just from social media alone in 2 months, come on. You guys have to reach out to Hazel if you want to learn how to do what she's doing. I highly, highly recommend you giving her that follow. Make sure you connect with her and ask her how, because she will help guide you. And if you want to learn more about EXP, hit her up too, because she's happy to introduce you to why EXP is the best platform for real estate agents.
Oh, yeah. 100%, because I've been in, your shoe, struggling as a new agent. And even in the beginning, I was still working a side hustle job. So I totally understand like the struggles. And if you see everyone like closing deals and why don't I have that, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to give you some piece of advice or a push to start posting. And I would love to connect with you guys.
Well, thank you. Hazel, I'm again, really, truly proud of all of your success. And again, I'm so happy that you're doing it here at EXP. One last thing is, are you going to EXPCon in Miami so I could hang out with you?
I am, and I'm so excited. So hopefully I can connect with you. We should shoot another content.
Oh, we're gonna get content. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna hang out. Let's do it. I love it.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Thanks for having me.
Miami. Yeah, no, thank you. I want the audience again to reach out to you if they have any questions. Again, you're dominating the game in real estate. And so thank you guys again for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. If you hit the like button, actually, and if you want to see more videos like this, and
hit the like
button. Subscribe to Hazel's channels. Follow her.
And I'll see you guys in Miami.
Oh, Miami it is. Awesome.